Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for you guys today, I'm going to be showing you how I got this look using my personal top shelf beauty products. So what does that mean? Those are like the ones that I am reaching for, with maybe the exception of like one or two products. They're my favorites out of my collection that I've just been like, I go for them all the time. I did get this video idea from, it's either Khaki Reviews Beauty or Khaki's Beauty Reviews. I cannot remember, but I will try and have it linked in the comment section maybe. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I very much greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so first up, I have two primers that I want to show you guys that I personally like. Since I've used them, I haven't really put them down too awful much. The first one is the No Filter primer from ColourPop. I just enjoy how blurring this makes my skin. It's blurring without being mattifying too much. Because I don't like matte. I don't like matte looking. I don't like matte feeling. I don't like it at all. So there's that one. And it's just like a nice little primer. It kind of fills in the pores. I really enjoy it. The other one that I like to use in combination with it. Now, here's the deal. This is when I choose to wear a primer, because a lot of the times I will just use whatever moisturizer I have laying around. Not even gonna lie. But if I'm gonna wear a primer, these are the two that I really am loving lately. And the second one that goes on top of this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Primer. And this, the reason I like this is because it's grippy. So it helps the makeup stay on all day. Like, I have worn these two primers for 13 hours plus. Like, when I work a really long day where I'm working at both of my jobs, I will wear this and it's so good. So there's those. They're very different from each other, but I really like them both. If you guys like want a runner-up type one, I really like the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, the Eye Base, and then the L'Oreal Studio, I think it's like the Perfecting Base. It kind of looks like the Bobbi Brown one, but it's more of like a pore filling type situation. And then for foundation, okay. For foundation, there are two that I have been loving, like loving, and that is either the Urban Decay Tinted Hydromaniac. I love this. It's medium to like full coverage. It gives me that glow, which I love. Okay, I love this. I've gone, it's about it's like halfway empty right now. So I'm trying to like make my way through it. And then the other one is my MAC Face and Body. This is beautiful. Like, this I would use on, my friend is supposed to be coming over to see like if I can do her bridal makeup or not. And I'm going to try and put this on her as long as it matches her skin tone decently well. So yes, I really like this. So I'm going to do like a little mixy on the back of my hand of these two. You don't need a whole lot of either one of these, honestly. Like, especially if you're going to mix them together, because this one is going to give you the coverage. This one is going to give you, like, one, the longevity. Two, the slip that you might need. So there's those two mixed together. And then I'm going to just take my IT Cosmetics Love is a Foundation brush situation and just begin to stipple it on there. The thing I like about both of these products is they let your skin look like skin. Like, they don't take themselves too seriously. They're not crazy full coverage, especially that MAC one. That MAC one is almost no coverage, which is fine because it's a skin tint. It's more of like a perfector than an actual foundation, which is fine. But do you see? Like, you can still see where I have got my spots where I've picked and stuff. So I am going to go in and add a little bit more. But it just lets your skin look like skin. I love foundations that do that. I used to be really into super duper full coverage. I still like full coverage, but I have to be in a mood now to want full coverage, because it's not for me all the time anymore. Which is fine. It doesn't have to be all for me, but I love these products. And even built on top of each other repeatedly, they look so good. They look so good. Okay, so there's that. My concealer, this is the only one I've been using for probably going on 2 years. There are like 2 other ones that I really like, but the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. This is, I'm not even kidding you, this is the only concealer I use for the most part. The LA Girl Pro Concealer is really good too, and so is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. Like, if I cannot have this, whoop, shit, get off of me. If I cannot have this concealer, there's a dog hair on my face. If I cannot have this concealer, I want my ColourPop Pretty Fresh, and if I cannot have that one, I want the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Though, in that order. Those are the ones that I want. That's how I want them. That's how I expect to get them. Okay. But and I really like this again because this is even more full coverage than what the foundation is. And it covers up my darkness because I do get like a little bit of darkness. Not a lot or anything, but I do get some. And it brightens at the same time. Like, it makes it so I don't have to go in with anything else. Like, I can just use this concealer. I have used just this concealer and done my whole face, and then gone in with like the LA Girl Pro Concealer in a lighter shade. I love this concealer. It blends out really well with a brush, with your sponge, with your finger even if you wanted it to. You can, I mean, this concealer does it all, and I love the crap out of it. Just can't talk and do my eyes at the same time. I cannot do it. If you guys like want to know about my favorite tools, let me know and I can do another video on that, because I do have brushes and stuff that I reach for consistently all the time. Okay. So there's that. And then for a powder, specifically under my eyes, I have two that I've been loving a lot recently. They are the, and like I said, I like this one a lot too. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder in shade 100. And then the Rimmel Stay Matte in the shade 001 Transparent. Love these products. I am going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me today. But these are kind of tied for first place. I've repurchased the Rimmel one, but I would 1000% like repurchase this one as well. Like when it hits pan, when I run out, I will rebuy it. I will 1000% rebuy it. It doesn't like settle too much. It doesn't make my concealer look creasy. It doesn't look powdery. Some powders look powdery. This one does not, and I love it for that, okay? L-O-V-E, love it for that. This one is also that one. I think the Maybelline edges this one out just a little bit, but like on a separate note, do you guys see the glow? We love a glow. All right, we love a glow. So, bronzers. I have several that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, the first one, oddly enough, I cannot find it. I don't know where it is. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. If I cannot find it, I'm going to repurchase it. Come hell or high water, I will not have that in my makeup collection. Like, that is go-to if I don't know what else I'm going for and I just want like a powder bronzer. That is it, babe. That is the only one I go for. I love it so much. For cream bronzers, the one that I've been loving since I purchased it is honestly the Soul Body Face and Body Balm, or Face and Body Bronzing Balm. I've been really into it. It blends like a dream. It sculpts my face without looking orange, which surprisingly is difficult, apparently, for a lot of brands to do. I guess I'm just gonna end up taking this sponge and doing it. But I love it. I love it so much. It does go on better with a sponge, I think, in my opinion. It just blends better, but it does go on really well with a brush. So like the sponge isn't damp, so I'm gonna end up going in with a brush, my foundation brush, to blend it. Oh shit, oh well. But it's such a nice bronzer because it like blends in and it melts in to the skin really easily. I'm not gonna do that. So just gonna blend that in with my foundation brush. And it's like a nice soft color. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's not like a contour shade. It is a bronzer. It is warm. What, Connie?
Nothing. This music is trash. I don't know why Nate listens to it daily. That's weird.
But it's just a lovely bronzer. Like, I will reach this, and the Physicians Formula is my absolute favorite combo. Absolute favorite. Like, if I don't know what else to do, I will just go for those. But can you see like how it's sculpted my face without it looking crazy nonsensical bullshit-ish? Okay, that's a good bronzer, my friends. I'm gonna try and show you how much I have used. Can you see the divot in that? I love this bronzer. Love this bronzer. Okay. Another cream bronzer that I've been really enjoying lately is the Fenty cream one in the shade Butter Biscuit. It's a little bit cooler toned, but again, it just gives the sculpt and the warmth, and it doesn't look orange. I've had so many bronzers that are either too orange or they're like too gray because my skin is like warm toned, but for me personally, it just means that like if something's too warm, I will emphasize even more so the warmth. Does that make sense? But I really love this Fenty one. I really like the powder bronzer from Fenty as well. But like my actual, other than Physician Formula, if I had to pick a powder bronzer to use, it's gonna be Hoola Light from Benefit. This is in the old packaging, but they still have this product. I love it. I absolutely love this bronzer. It's a little bit more of a cooler toned bronzer on me, but it's just so lovely. I have no other words for it other than the fact it is just perfection. It's pale enough for me. Because that's another problem I run into, is the fact that a lot of bronzers are just, they're too dark, because I am pasty. Like, I am Dracula's niece. I am pasty. I love it. I love this bronzer. And you know it has to be good, because I'm not the only person who's raved about it. I know I'm not. But I've only had this for, God, when did I buy this? I guess it's been a while, but it's not been like, it's not, I don't know how to describe it. If you guys can see like how much of the imprint is gone, it's such a good bronzer. Especially for a powder bronzer. Like, I'm more willing to be like lenient with a cream because I know for a fact I'm just going to go over it and cover it up with a powder bronzer. So for me to really love a powder bronzer, it has to be good. Like, there's no other option. It has to be good. Okay. Okay. All right. So for blush, the one that I've been reaching for quite a bit, honestly, is my MAC Go Play blush in Blush Please. It's like a beautiful neutrally toned blush. It's like a very pale kind of mauve, or at least it looks like that to me. I like the fact that I can just put it on my fingers and tap it out, and it just doesn't look crazy. It's not so pigmented, but it'll dry down to a powder. See? Blush, no blush. I love this blush. And like I said, I will just like take my fingers, swirl it a couple times, pick up some product on my fingers, and just begin the process of tapping it in, blending it in. My mirror is like disgusting. Like that. And I love how it looks. Like, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I personally, I love how it looks. Okay. L-O-V-E, love. Now, for setting powder, I don't actually, like an actual setting my face powder, I don't have one. I like this MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Powder in the shade Extra Light. This is like a finishing powder versus an actual setting powder. So I'm just going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and just do like a quick set over everything. Like that. Okay. Alright, so there's that. One, I'm gonna tell you guys, like, so far, one that I have been enjoying, but I haven't used it enough to really say whether or not I love it or not, is the Fenty Pro Filter Powder in the shade Butter. So there's that. Now, for brows. Normally, I'm just like a brow pencil girl, okay? But something that I got as gratis from Ulta, because I do work there, so I get like certain products for free to try out and everything, has been the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I low-key love it. I don't know what it says about me, but I love it. I love the fact that, like, my brows are very, very stubborn in what they will and will not do for me. So I love the fact that this holds them for me. Like, do you see how it's like more up? Like how they're more of a fluffy brow type style? They will stay like that all day. And do you see, like, when I do that, how much more of a lift I get, how much more lid space I have to do my eyeshadow? I love this product. Just like that. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And you don't need a lot. Like, I kind of just take a spoolie and tap it in there. I don't roll it in there like some people do. I think that's a bit much. But yeah, this will make your eyebrows stay on all freaking day, which isn't a bad thing in my opinion. Especially if that is the type of look that you're going for, friends. Like that. And that's kind of like the brow gel that I will use. Now, for an actual brow product that's gonna give me color, my hair is dyed black, so I do use a black brow pencil. The one I've been loving recently, like I've bought 3 of these things, is the Morphe Slim Brow Pencil in Chocolate Mousse. I think it might be like a soft black, maybe like a black brown color, but I love it. And I just kind of flick in the hairs. And I kind of try to give myself a little bit more of a fuller brow, which between these two products. It is fairly easy to do. Okay. And that's my eyebrows. I really like how fluffy they look. I also like how much more space it looks like I have, because my eyes are quite hooded. So this just gives me like a nice thing to do other things on top of. Yes, that's a very eloquent thing to say. Jesus Christ, can I say that word one more time? All right, so truth of the matter is my actual like top-notch, top shelf palette has been discontinued. So I'm showing you my second place palette because you can still get this one, but this is also an amazing, excellent neutral palette, and I love it. Okay, I love it. And that is my Vive Essentials palette. This has got, it's a warm toned lover's dream. I am very much so a warm toned eye lover. So we're gonna do like a quick little eye look. I like how well the mattes blend. I did set my concealer on my eyes with a powder, but we'll go ahead and do like a little transition-y shade with the shade So Shy. It is just the most perfect palette for a warm tone lover. And I like the fact that like it has a lot of different tones in here and some cooler tones, like this black. It's pretty cool toned. Lava Rock is like more of a gray color. So you can get away with doing something very easy daytime, and then if you take this palette with you, it transitions very well into a more nighttime smoky eye look. For once, I'm not going to do a smoky eye. Like, aren't we all shocked shitless? I'm not doing a smoky eye. I'm going to take Buff and blend that through my crease as well, just to start adding in definition. These do diffuse very, very nicely. Like, I personally really like that. But you can also build them really nicely as well on top of each other. Which is something I think is important in an eyeshadow. So like if you wanted to, you could stop here, slap a shimmer shade on top and be done with your life. Or not be done with your life, be done with this look. I am going to take... What type of brush do I want to use? I'm just going to take this type of a brush, and I am going to go in to Delicious really quick, which is this shade. And I'm just going to use that as kind of my outside corner color. And I'm still doing like kind of softer buffing it out motions. Like I don't want a lot of pigment, which is the other reason I went with this brush. Like that, and that's all we're gonna do. I am going to go ahead and take Carrot, which is like the gold shimmer in this shade, just using my finger and kind of sweep it over everything. I just find that this is the type of shimmer that you need to use your finger with. Otherwise, it can be a little bit patchy. But the sparkle is completely worth it. Like, fully 1000% worth it, in my opinion. And then I'm going to take the shade Glimmer, which is like this light shimmer in here. And just put that on the inner corner. We're not really going to do any eyeliner or anything, mostly because I don't have one that I really, really like. I just have ones that are like okay, but yeah, I love that. Okay, so good, so good. Mascara, the one I've been reaching for recently. Again, I did get this as gratis, is the Lancome Hypnos 8 mascara. Lancome mascaras in general are really nice. I like this one because of the wand shape. Like, it really lets me get in there and get to like the base or the root of my lashes, which is nice. And the formula is not gloopy, so it doesn't make a giant ass mess everywhere. Which is something I appreciate. I really like the fact that it gives me length and a little volume, not too much, but it also just makes the look more complete. This is a really good formulation of mascara. I think the only thing I actually don't like about it is the packaging, and that's just because like this thing is a weapon. Like, wah, you're gonna kill a bitch with it. Okay, Now what am I gonna do? How about we do the lips? Okay. So for lips, my favorite formulation of lip liner is ColourPop. I love ColourPop lippy pencils. This is in the shade, excuse me. Another Round. This is in the shade Another Round, and it's just like a very nice brownie nude. Type color. Like that. And then my favorite lipstick at the moment, the one I've been reaching for a lot because of its color, is Butterscotch from ABH. I love, this is not Butterscotch, is it? Yeah, it is. I love a pale nude, and this just kind of does it for me. They had one that was paler, I would also buy that because this formula is just divine. I love it. Okay. Now, favorite setting spray I'm out of at the moment. It's the Urban Decay Ultra Glow. A good, like, kind of second best again is the Morphe Luminous Setting Mist. I just don't like how long this one takes to dry, so that's why I like the Urban Decay one better, is that one dries a lot faster. And then the last little bit of makeup, if y'all cannot figure out what this is, I'm going to be shocked because, like, I use this highlighter all the time. This is the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in Your Trip. It is just like a lovely goldish color. So I'm just gonna take highlighter brush and put some of that shit on my face. Just like that. Just like that. Can you see the glow? Even if you can't, let me tell you, this is like the glowiest highlighter other than Give Me Glow, and I love it. But anyway, you guys, that is it for all of my top shelf beauty products. Again, this video was inspired by either Kaki's Beauty Reviews or Kaki Reviews Beauty. But yeah, so with that being said, I will see you all in my next one. Bye!